Hello guys, once again welcome to Lali's Hub, and for today we are going to continue with our tutorials on ArcMap. And for today we are going to learn how to convert an Excel file or an Excel data into ArcMap. So to do that, we need to know some couple of terms involved in this um, process. So first, we are going to learn about CSV and then XLX. So CSV simply means comma separated values. So CSV is just a plain text format, while an Excel or an XLS is an Excel sheet binary format. So you might be wondering what the difference might be. So CSV files are just file formats, as I said earlier, that contains plain text and values separated by commas. So they can be opened by any spreadsheet program like Microsoft Excel, OpenOffice, and what have you. It is very popular, and then its format of storing data is very simple. However, it has some disadvantages because it's only capable of storing a single sheet in a file. So to convert an Excel data into an ArcMap so you can work with it, we first need to convert it into a CSV, that is a comma separated value. So how do we do that? So first of all, after opening your Excel sheet, you save the file again. So the normal way of saving the file, save as, then you select your folder connection where you save it. Then you select a location. Then you save it as a CSV, comma separated value or comma delimited. Then you save it. So I already have it, so to ask me, yes. And some features in your workbook might be lost if you save it as a CSV. So meaning if I was having another sheet here, sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3, those sheets would be lost. So I can only save a sheet. So yes. Alright. So it's done. So after saving it in a CSV format, you like to come to your ArcMap, then come to your catalog, then you saved it here. Then we have it here. So copy of crime data CSV. So you right click on it, then you come to create feature class. So you're creating a feature class like you want to create in the form of a shapefile. So I'm going to teach you two ways to do this. So you come to XY table, then it's ask you for some input. So your X will take the X input, your Y will take the the Y will take the Y input. And you leave this blank. You come to the coordinate system, then you save it. Okay. Then click on OK. Alright. So it has been created nicely for us. So it's going to come as a shapefile. This is what we have here. So this is what we have here. So when you drag it here, yep. So you're going to see it in the form of a shapefile. So you can open it, attribute, and see. So this is what we have here. And then you can compare it to our Excel sheet. So you could see some of the file types are lost, and it's only the one that is meaningful to us what we have here. You see? All right. So there's another way to do this. So we can close this now. Oh, sorry. Can close this now. So you can just drag the CSV file to your document. It's not going to pop up. So the same process, you right click, display X and Y data, and select your X and then your Y, and you select your coordinate system, which has already been selected, and you click on OK. So as you can see, this is there now. Okay. So this is basically the step to take when you want to convert an Excel format or open any Excel format in ArcMap. You first need to convert it to CSV, comma separated values, then you can start. So the next is geocoding. So with the geocoding, you can geocode directly from your catalog by clicking on the layer. This was it, copy of crime data CSV, then geocode address. But let's take it step by step. So first, you need to open your Arc toolbox. Okay, so our Arc toolbox is opened. Then you come to geocoding address. So first of all, there are some things we need to take note of. The first step is to create an address locator, and the second is to geocode the address. So geocoding is basically the process in GIS that is like converting addresses into geographic locations. So what does it mean? So let's say you have a street name, Legon Road, Street 45. So that is the address, and you want to put it in geographic coordinates like latitudes and latitudes like let's say 5 degrees, 5 degrees, 0 minutes, and then 5 seconds, and then 0 degrees east. So those are geographic coordinates. So you are trying to convert this into geographic coordinates so they can appear on the map as a point or as a line. So we are working with point data. So all these features we have here, let's open the attribute one more time. Open attributes table. So these are geographic coordinates, and then these are the location. So these are the address. So you are trying to convert all these address we have here to these geographic locations. So what we are coming to do now is to create an address locator for them. So after creating the address locator, then we can start the geocoding process. So to geocode, after opening your Arc toolbox, create address locator. Then we can close this. Then we select the address style. So we have different types of address style, and in my next video we'll take all these one by one and explain what they mean. So most of them are used to geocode street names, and your street addresses. So when we have a line data, we usually use some of these features. But for a point data, we usually use the US address zip 5 digits. So we use this, then OK. So what is our reference data? Our reference data is the copy of crime data we have here. So the next, that's our reference data, what we are going to create an address locator for. So this is the final part. So you can see we have a field name, and you see the one with the asterisk means we need to input something there. So what is our zip? You come to none and you select the location. So you are trying to geocode all the locations here. So you select location and check if there's another, there is not, then you can click on OK, or select a location to save the address locator. So let's save it here. Let's save it as geocode. So let's save it and OK. So we can close this. So it's going to run here, and when it is ticked in a green format, it means it's been successful. So as you can see, address locator has been created. So as I said earlier, after creating an address locator, you need to geocode that address. So after creating the address, you come to geocode address. So now we have an input table. So we are using this. And then input address locator. So remember the address locator we use. So we are using the geocode and the zip code, the location, of course. So complete zip code, you are using the location. Then you click on OK. So you are going to wait patiently for it. All right. So it's here, and you can see it's here successful. So you can add to display, and it's here for us. So in case you don't see this, you can just come to geoprocessing and then come to results, and you'll be able to see this. So yeah, in case yours don't appear there. Yeah, so we have it there. So you're going to open the attributes table for this new one we've created. So you see, open attributes table, and it is done. So I'm also going to explain some few terms here. So we have the status. So after geocoding, you're going to see a new attributes table where you're going to get your status, the score, and then the match type. So I'm going to explain what the status and then the score mean. So the status, the M means matched. So it means the address locator or the address matches with the geographic location. And then we have U, which means unmatched. So it doesn't match with anything, and you can see the score as 0. So because there's nothing, there's no address here, it doesn't match with any address, it doesn't match with anything, it doesn't match with any city, it doesn't match with any geographic coordinates either. Hence, it is unmatched. And then we have matched, you could see idle is matched perfectly with its geographic coordinates. So it's getting a score of 100. And then we have the T, so which means it's tied. When you say something is tied, it's draw, yeah, something like that. So you can see academic park, academic car park, and then you can see its geographic coordinates. So you can see another academic park here. So it means when the addresses are the same, it's going to give it the same how do we call it, status and then score. So when the addresses are the same, it's giving it a tie. And then when there's nothing to match it, you get an unmatched address. So you can see the unmatched. We have nothing here, and then nothing here. So this is basically what geocoding means. So you can see the complete zip code here. So the zip, you can see you have it perfectly here. But this is basically what geocoding in ArcGIS means. So sometimes if you're having an unmatched result, it's probably because there's there might be a spelling mistake, or there might be a problem with your address. So this is basically what georeferencing is all about. So you can manipulate this data and analyze the results if you want, and then perform your spatial analysis. So guys, thank you very much for watching this video, and then see you in my next tutorial. Bye bye.